Littleton, Colorado is nothing short of amazing, and tons of people are moving there every year because it is known to be one of the top suburbs in Colorado. If you're thinking about moving to Littleton and want to know what are all the pros that really make that city the top, well, in today's video, I'm going over exactly that. So go ahead and keep on watching. Welcome back to Colorado Living. I'm Nicole Baker. Today we're going over exactly that, but before we get started, you know the drill. I have to let you guys know I'm a licensed realtor here in this beautiful state of Colorado. So if you've been thinking about relocating, go ahead and reach out. My number is popping up as well as my email. I love helping you guys out. If you're not quite ready to reach out yet, go ahead and subscribe and post videos all about the relocation process to Colorado and, you know, different city reviews every Monday and Wednesday at 5 p.m. So go ahead and subscribe there, but let's get started on why Littleton, Colorado is one of the best. First, we're going to be talking about the proximity to pretty much anything and everything that you could possibly need while living here in the Denver, Colorado area. It is about 20 minutes, give or take, to downtown. You guys can imagine how efficient that could possibly be or useful that could be when you are either enjoying nightlife, you like to go downtown just to check out new places, you work downtown. I mean, tons of reasons why you might need to go downtown. So close proximity to that is amazing. Another reason why people are just loving Littleton, especially right now and has been forever, is the proximity to the mountains. You guys know if you're moving to Colorado, you're probably looking forward to being able to head up to the Rocky Mountains, whether that be skiing, snowboarding, or hiking, or anything. You're going to be probably spending a lot of the time up there. And if you want to be close to the mountains and not have to drive, Littleton is an amazing option. You're about 30 minutes-ish, give or take, depending on where you're trying to go, of course. You will be right up into the mountains. So that is an amazing aspect to Littleton and why tons of people are wanting to call Littleton their home. Another reason people are loving Littleton is because of the nightlife. Whether you are going to downtown Denver because it's 20 minutes away and enjoying the nightlife down there and you want a really cheap, quick Uber, that kind of situation, or you're spending date nights in your actual city of Littleton where you are potentially in the historic area, downtown area, where you're going to tons and tons of mom and pop shops, breweries. I mean, guys, it's endless. There's so many options for fun date nights downtown Littleton. But again, like I said, you are pretty close to a lot of areas, whether you head up to Lakewood, whether you head up to downtown Denver, you're going to Cherry Creek, you're going to, I mean, I don't know, endless options. Lone Tree, really good pasta place there. If you guys reach out to me and you love pasta as much as I do, there's a really good option. But tons of options when it comes to date nights, nightlife, and all of those things. And I think that's making Littleton definitely more attractive compared to some of these other cities that might be a little bit less fun, I guess. Pretty much everywhere in Colorado is fun. That they have actually done quite a good job of doing that, whether it be the downtown areas that pretty much every single place has, like Parker has a downtown area, Castle Rock has a downtown area, Littleton, I mean, guys, Arvada has one, Lakewood has one. You have a lot of downtown cool nightlife spots in Colorado in general, but Littleton does a really good job of it, and it is more historic. So I think that they have a lot of cooler places to go to, if that makes sense. Not the basic chain that a lot of these other cities have. nightlife, there's tons of activities to do in Littleton in general, whether that be the mom and pop boutique shopping centers that you can go to, or just fun activities with your friends and family, breweries like I mentioned before, or you're about 20 minutes from the downtown area where you have the aquarium, you have Elitch's Garden, which is like a roller coaster place and a water park, I believe. I think that's how that works. You have the museum down there. And then in the Littleton area, I mean, the shopping centers are like, you have a shopping center on like every corner, it seems like. So you have tons of options when it comes to that. You're also closer to the Cherry Creek Mall, and then you're also close to the Lone Tree Mall, Park Meadows. So you have immense amount of options when it comes to living in Littleton, and tons of fun activities for families, singles, couples. Like I said, options are endless. Speaking of families, lots of my clients or past clients have kids, and schools are super, super important to them. Littleton is known for some amazing school districts. If school districts are super important to you, please, please, please go check out the link, niche.com. They have really amazing ways to like see ratings for pretty much everything, not just schools, whether it be schools, walkability. They have crime, I think, on there too. It's an amazing resource that I definitely suggest you guys check out if you're interested. But Littleton is known to have amazing schools in that district. And I think it's funny because a lot of the times we don't really hear about Littleton school districts, but they do have some amazing options, and Colorado in general has amazing options, guys. You're not going wrong truly on any school district here, because Colorado is overall known for some top schools. I think they're number 15 in the United States, which of course is not the top, but it's pretty good for, you know, the United States public school system. So definitely consider Littleton if you want some amazing schools. You also have a pretty large community college, and you're not too far from the college downtown, which is amazing. And if your kids ever plan to go to Boulder eventually, you know, you're not too far if they maybe want to commute. It's definitely a little bit far, but it's a little bit closer than Southeast Aurora where I am. So maybe like an hour drive, probably, depending on where you are in Littleton. I know that's crazy to think about, probably your kids going to college, because you're like, we're not even there yet, but just something to consider. And then also when it comes to schools, it's crazy to think about, but even if you don't have kids, you have to really consider these things, because when you are in a good school district, your value of your home just typically stays a little bit better. And so for investment purposes, you definitely want to think about these school districts. Even if you don't have kids or you never plan to have kids, consider those things when looking for a home, because unfortunately you can't change the house and you can't really change the neighborhood. So or the school district, obviously. So definitely keep that in mind if you're thinking about Littleton. We are going to talk about the amazing culture that Littleton has to offer. It's pretty much an amazing culture overall, no matter what city you're in, but Littleton definitely has a beautiful culture. And I think it's tons and tons of people that really enjoy the nature, because you are so close to the mountains. I think lots of people want to move there specifically for that reason. Again, it is number 1, I believe, for 2023 for people to live there. So like, you got to keep that in mind when it comes to making the move in general, that you are going to be definitely surrounded by tons and tons of amazing people and people that love outdoorsy things, because you are so close to the mountains. Also, you're gonna have tons and tons of families, it seems like. Obviously, you know, do your research on that, but from my knowledge, you have tons of families just because it is the suburbs. It's kind of like obvious, I think, when it comes to Littleton, but because there's so many different crowds in Colorado in general, you're definitely gonna see tons of millennials in there too, and just a wide variety. It's so amazing in Littleton because it is so diverse overall, whether it be even going into housing. It's crazy because you have, you know, these really old homes that are like ranch style, maybe need a little bit of more renovation or renovated already on the inside, no HOA, that kind of vibe. Or you're going to find these amazing, beautiful new builds or even infill lots where somebody has knocked down a house and built this amazing, gorgeous house. The options are endless when it comes to even the housing in Littleton. So I think that's another amazing thing that really just like adds into the culture of it just being like a more historic area in Colorado and having tons of opportunity for, I don't know, adventure. And like, maybe that doesn't even make sense. I don't know, but there's something special about Littleton that you can't really find in a lot of cities, especially like, for example, Southeast Aurora, super, super new, tons of new builds, there's not a lot of unique ranch style homes, I would say. It's mostly a basic, and again, I live in Southeast Aurora, so I feel like I can say this, and I love tract homes and I love basic tract homes, but it is more basic in that regards versus Littleton. You have a large array of anything and everything, whether it be new shopping centers, old shopping centers, whether it be the historic area, whether it be newer areas, whether it be a new home, whether it be an old home, guys, endless. And I think that adds to the culture, so I'm just gonna mention that here. But if you're looking for tons and tons of friendly people, tons and tons of outdoorsy people, and people that like to just have fun on the weekends and afternoons, definitely Littleton is an amazing option for you. That's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you're thinking about Littleton. I've been actually hearing Littleton a lot lately, so that's why I wanted to create this video. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button down below. And if you guys like the content and want more of it, go ahead and subscribe. Again, I post videos all about the relocation process every Monday and Wednesday at 5 p.m. And if you're ready to relocate, number and email. I would love to help you guys. I love just talking to you guys about Colorado. As you guys can tell, I'm pretty passionate about Colorado in general. So yeah, I would love to help you guys. But until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.